Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I was just online trying to book my campground for summer camping, my kayak trip. And I got in the mood, so hey, speaking of camping, the king of campers with the binocs, it's Adam in like probably the contrast in styles today. First game camper, second game opposite of camper. You don't get to usually feature this this STRV 103B Tier 10 Swedish camping machine. And this particular map I wouldn't have thought would be the map that this STRV would excel on. Because, I mean, look at the map. There's lots of... it's a heavy tank corridor map, right? But strangely, things have a way of, shit happens. So he's moved to this position here, which usually, there might be one or two medium tanks that he might shoot from here. Because doesn't everyone, and as the E75 TS emerges from the water, I guess his crew was wearing a snorkel. Like, there's just not a lot of long lines of sight on this map. But, oh, someone's there. He's disappeared. That camper, and this is how he does it. Boom. He misses. Laser accurate. Oh, more trees died. That guy knocked down both the trees. And now all of a sudden, there are some people coming around the corner when they come there, and there's a rock in the way. So, I mean, there's not a lot of lines of sight on this map. I mean, Wargaming set it up. There's certain bushes and stuff, but then there's things in the way. Like, what do you do when you're one of these dedicated snipers on a map like this? You could go to the middle, but then nobody goes down the middle, right? There's the rocks on this side that Wargaming put there so that if you're a heavy tank, you can just go fight one versus one straight on like this, and then you'd be encouraged to shoot premium ammo so that you can penetrate the front of the heavy tanks that go there, because your regular ammo isn't good enough, but your premium ammo is. So oh look, he's finally got a target, and this thing reloads. Oh, so there's that corridor, and then on the north there's another kind of corridor. It's a corridor map. It's one of those, It's a shit map, isn't it? I mean, it looks good, but... Oh, got him. But to me, this map is one corridor in the south, one corridor in the north, and then kind of a 60% of the map wasted in the middle that nobody goes. It's like the death zone. Okay, whatever. With lots of little areas behind the base and stuff that you can go hide in, I guess, if you don't even want to play the game. So that's the way the map is, and he's going to take him out. Oh, beautiful shot. And this guy, he wants more. Oh, armor not hit. It's an object. You didn't hit the armor. Oh, and now he's just enemies that are not respecting his position. Oh, and he could have had a kill shot there. The CS. So, what do you guys think of this map? I know the video is not supposed to be about the map, but when you're doing the commentary and you're watching how the game is unfolding, you're trying to figure out, well, where would I go? What position would be a good position to take? Right? There's Pixel. I did this. The more I look at this map, the more I realize it's just two corridors. And, it seems a lot of the new stuff that Wargaming's put in is just corridors. Encourage the players to just go face each other, press number 2, and spam heat at each other, and then one team wins, one team loses. But it's an illusion, though, because you look at the map, you say, oh, there's tons of places you can flank here. There's so many different pathways you can go on. It's true. I mean, it's a complicated map. Look at all the rocks. Look at all the places you can drive around behind the base. There's lots of different options of weaving around, right? But the way the map plays out, almost every replay I see is there's a corridor fight in the rocks, and there's a corridor fight in the north. Now he's not even scratching him. You're losing 6-8, so it's getting harder to scratch him. You tell me, is there another meta? Because we got time to discuss this stuff because this guy's not going anywhere. He's got a tank that's designed to just sit there. It's the game mechanic. It's called siege mode, which means sit around and not do anything. They made a mode called siege mode, which basically means encourages you to just sit there sieging. Look, he's sieging, guys. That's it. That's what you do in one of these things. Where would you go? I guess you could go back to base because you're losing. Oh, but wait, here they come. You're losing 6-8, buddy. You're losing 6-8. Make it count. There you go. When you're losing 6-8, those shots have to be perfect. When you're winning 8-6, hey, we let them on fire. Yeah, that's funny. But maybe that's why, right? That's why he's losing, is because there's bouncing his shots. If he was lighting them all on fire, they'd be winning. So, hey, there's that. You know, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Right, okay. Now, they know he's here. They've all been hit by him. Right? All of these players have been hit by the STRV. So, they know where he is. None of them have come around, although he wouldn't see them. You see, he doesn't have detection from the right there. So, right, siege mode unengaged. Where does he go?
Where does he go from here? Is it back to the campground, I fear?
He's a camper. Dedicated camper. In the bushes. Now, they don't even have to come and get him, I guess. They could go cap. Now, I put up my hand here, and I will say, with all respect, Adam, from the RPCZ clan, shout out to you guys. You're going to have a great game. But for me, this kind of gameplay is excruciating. This is like sit around and wait and hope your team wins the game kind of gameplay. Like you're basically doing nothing, right? You're just sitting in one position and shooting the enemies that drive by, and your teammates are playing the game, and you're just kind of that guy at the back that's just sitting there. 90% of the games, 95% of your games are you're just sitting there, and your team wins, and you go, oh. Or you're just sitting there, and then your team loses, and they all drive towards you, and you shoot a lot of them, and then you die. Occasionally, you're going to get a game like this where your teammates all died. He went back to base, and now some stuff's going to happen. Right? But to actually impact the battle, to actually impact the result of the battle in this tank, and there's someone behind him with an auto reloader, and that's the game. If this standard B knew what he was doing, if he could track him again, but he doesn't. Critical. You're losing 10-14, buddy. You gotta aim. Forget the critical hit now. This standard B showed up with only 2 shots, so the guy's got an auto reloader. First shot in the track wheel, this guy repairs. Second shot in the track wheel, and then he's done. So the standard B, there's a Muppet. Even though he bounced the shot, he got him. Anyway, so to me, this kind of gameplay is absolutely excruciating. It's just, it's kind of a waste of time. But this guy, you know, with respect, right? This guy's going to have a great game. I don't know. Can you guys do this? Just kind of sit there and in siege mode. Now, okay, they're capping. You can't see the cap. So what are you going to do? Just sit there? Now he actually has to do something now. So he's confused, right? Because he doesn't usually play this other tanks. Oh, look, here comes another Muppet. Put it in siege mode, and yeah, why not shoot him? In the track wheel would be good. There you go. It's beautiful. It's a great game, but I'm just saying, for me, it'd be excruciating those 97 games that you're just sitting there. occasionally have one of these. Now it's not over. He's got there's 3, including artillery, right? This guy's a big flat artillery target. You need to get back to the base though, because if you got to go to the base, buddy. He's just he's very confused. You can go up there. It's a good place to be held down, and protected by artillery from SPG fire. You got 7 seconds. Oh, there you go. Boom. Okay, reset. Nice. And that guy knew where he was coming from. And did you track him? And now you keep him permatrack. And that object does not, well, what has he got? The stock gun? 360 damage? Make him, oh, and he shot the rock because he's a big stupid German tank that has no idea how to play this game. Does the Object 263 have the stock gun, guys? Maybe not. And the artillery can't shoot him because there's a rock in the way. So... But now, I think if he takes a shot now, the artillery has a line on him. He's having to work for it now, right? It's not just sitting around camping. He has to work. And it's a beautiful position. He can get hull down on this ridgeline. The topography of the map is just perfect for him, right? He can put it in siege mode. And now he can just barely use his pneumatic suspension. Watch this. This is very nice. It's very nice, buddy. And that guy's facing the wrong way. And his first instinct was to look the wrong way. And there, the artillery hit him. You see that? The FE, but was it a direct hit? It only did 364 damage. The FE 3804 tier 9. Oh, that was, see, he could have died. If it was a direct hit, or if that FV had loaded an AP shell, which would have penetrated the top of this thing, but he was just waiting, hoping for a shot. And he did not roll. He needed another 165 on his roll, but he did not get it. Now he has to go on a search and destroy mission. He could still lose if the artillery is sitting by the base in concealment in the bushes. Because this guy, while he's moving, you notice his binocs are not engaged. He does not have good view range. If the artillery is stationary in the bushes by the base, it could win. Now, I think this guy's going to stop on the ridgeline and let his binocs engage to try and spot the artillery, or is he just this would be right around the time when a self-parked gun, someone that plays artillery, starts to panic and doesn't realize that, you know, he's played the last 17,000 games and never moved, and now this is the first time it's 1v1. He doesn't know what to do, so he's going to start scurrying around in the open and get detected. And you better cap because you don't have enough time. I wouldn't go trying to chase the artillery because he could run away. He's had a lot of time to run away, but this guy says, no, I'm not capping. He knows where the artillery shot him from, but what's the chances he's still there? Oh, there he is. He's not in the bushes. He's in the open. But why would he be in the bushes, guys? You know, if you were an SPG player, and this is just, you can't make this shit up, okay? It's not rocket science. I know some of you are trying to learn the game, and some of you are in awe of the great players. Boy, they're so good, right? I've played this game for a long time. I'm not saying I'm very good, but there's just some simple things that when you see these great results like this, now what's the chance he's going to be facing the wrong way? A lot of time has gone by, so the tank, he's probably moved. Is he in the bushes now? Maybe he is. Oh, there he is. Bold move, but he's changed his mind. It's not rocket science, guys. It's not rocket science. Aced the tank, and he ends up with 8 kills and over 7,000 damage. And lost credits, of course. It really isn't it. It's not rocket science, guys. I mean, you look at that game, and The auto-loading tank that surprises the STRV from behind, that has multiple shots but does not keep shooting the track wheel. The fact that the last remaining 4 or 5 enemies decided to one cap, the other ones go one at a time to try and take out the last remaining enemy. They just go one at a time, but not 2 or 3 of them at a time, just one. Let's go one at a time, and we'll wait about 20 seconds in between to make sure that he's reloaded and repaired everything so that he's ready. The SPG at the end that has that map probably has 783 bushes that Wargaming has painstakingly modeled and put in on the map. They've probably had thousands of hours of debating where should they put the bushes so that the map is
We cannot push bush here. Map is not balanced. We require extra bush here. When defending base, we need these 7 bushes. We'll put these bushes here. For light tanks, must be able to take central control. We have these 15 bushes.
They spent probably a year and a half designing where to put the bushes on that map. Before because it's a new map, right? They probably had 27 iterations moving around the 783 bushes that are on that map till finally they decided, yeah, this is pretty good. The map is imbalanced. North spawn wins 80% of the time. Is good. They fucked it up anyway, but they did. They did 27 iterations to finally put those bushes on the map. And there it is, the one time that you need those bushes, when it's at the end, 1 versus 1, when you're an SPG and you have no view range, and your only hope is to surprise the enemy. If I hide, and he comes, he might come to the cap, because if he can't find me, he might want a cap for victory. So maybe I'll hide beside the cap. When he gets there, I'll take 1 shot before he detects me. The simple strategy. Does the SPG player do? He sits in the cap, but not in a bush. Well, at least it's better than like driving around like a chicken with its head cut off. Right? He didn't do that, which would be the worst thing to do. He did the second worst thing. Let me go. He's probably going to come to the base, so I'll wait in the base. I'm sure he's going to come eventually. And while I wait in the base, there's 6 bushes in the base. I'll just sit here behind one of the bushes. It's not rocket science, right? And like I said, I'm not the greatest player, but there's like simple little strategy. If you want to try and improve your game, like simple little strategies, right? Like this light tank here, he's in a you know why they don't see him? Do you know why the enemies have not detected him yet? Because he's in a bush. If he was parked beside the bush, they might have seen him. See, he left the bush. You see what happened, guys? You should rewind this portion of the video. That if you're that SPG that got killed at the end, allowing that STRV, a siege tank destroyer with no turret to win. He's on 165 HP at the end, and you're in a big tier 9 SPG. If you were the guy that lost that game, you should watch the last 15 seconds of this video, and maybe you'll learn something. It's the same for SPGs and bushes. When he was in the bush, no one could see him. And when he left the bush, oh, they saw him. It's weird how that happens, huh? I wonder who saw him. Oh, maybe the light tank that's right beside him. The Manticore. Oh, he snapped him. You always got to cheer for the Manticore. Just, what other mistakes were made by those? Oh, at the beginning of the game, like all the heavy tanks that went to the south corridor, the corridor map. Basically, this is the same map. The map that we just watched, this is the same one with another name. There's a corridor in the north. There's a corridor in the south here. There's a corridor in the middle. Actually, they've changed it a bit. There's a corridor in the north and a corridor in the middle, and kind of the open area in the south. Whereas the previous one, the open area was in the middle. But it's 2 corridors. Wargaming likes the corridors. In that other game, the heavy tanks that drove by fighting in that corridor, they were all shot by the STRV. All of them. Every single one of them got hit at least once by the STRV. So they all knew, all of them knew where the STRV was. All of them. But their strategy was, all of them, to just ignore him. To just, well, to proceed on as if he wasn't there. I mean, it's just... oh, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, you know, I'm ridiculing the ineptness of the enemies. That's usually the case when someone has a great game. Not always, right? That particular game, he had the great game because why not aim and shoot? Oh, good, he got the spotting assist. No, he didn't. That guy just got the kill. He wasn't ready. I make fun of the ineptness of the enemies. And a lot of the times, the great games are because the opposing players are just utterly clueless. And that's just a fact, right? Sometimes you have a fantastic, like a couple of videos where some people have fantastic games and they have to work for it. Those are the impressive games when they're fighting other players that actually are pretty, you know, they're doing the right thing and someone outplays them. That's the those are the amazing ones, right? But then 90% of the really good games are the enemies are just complete. It's not like the STRV played that game really well. He did what an STRV does, which is nothing for the beginning of the game, and then he at the end he moved around the cap and reset and killed the Muppets one by one. Not to take anything away from your achievement there, right? 7,000 damage and taking out. Why don't you shoot? You would have killed him if you shot. I know he's going for the spotting assist, but I think he could have taken a shot and that STB1 would be dead. Now you might actually lose some HP because he's hulled down and you can snap you, but you got him. Okay, good. Good. Because he could have shot and then pulled back here. The topography. But maybe that leopard might have shot him. He's being cautious. And now shoot the leopard. Boom. When he bounced the shot. So a lot of the games are like that. It's really just shake my head. You can learn from watching the Muppets, right? When you see a game like that, oh, and this guy's just it's just going from bad to worse. Lucky. Good. You got away. And now this poor guy, he submitted this replay, and he's not having like a super game, but he's done almost 5,000 spotting assists, which is really good. He says, "Never give up." That's the name of his game here. And here's a dead tank. Never give up, guys. Never give up, is what he's saying. Look at them. They're boxed in. They've lost the whole map. This guy's going to have to work for the victory now. If he gets a victory, unless I'm trolling you now, you can take him. You can take him. You can take him. Okay, good. See, I might have made a mistake and fired my gun. This guy's being very patient. He's having to work for it. He has Muppet teammates, but he spotted everyone. And it just... Okay, take him. Yes, he's taking him. He took over the Hosh. Oh, and he got to... He's backed up. Good. He does not have flanking opportunities. There's a Conway on his other flank. He can't go that way. They've got some high HP players here. There's these three guys are platoon. They're making a last stand. Oh, he missed. There's a Holy shit, there's a Hori. Can he? He's... Oh, boy. Can they possibly win this game? Is it possible? Now, what's the Conway doing? Absolutely nothing. The Conway on the enemy team, who could be moving up and putting these guys in a complete... holy shit! They would be completely surrounded. Boom! Oh, they were just working together beautifully. So maybe his team, other than this platoon, was Muppets, but the enemy team... Oh boy, now watch. Tracking shot. You see that, guys? That was beautiful. And now, why is he not taking him out? Tracking shot again. Now you can do it. You can do it. Oh, there! Here comes the Conway. You can take him out, and he's taking his eye off the ball. Why didn't you take that guy out?
he'll do it now.
Why did he waste his... I think he was worried about who could be around the corner and watching, left of me, right of me. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. He was probably a little bit scared. Then I'll go flank that Conway. What are you doing? You've got him 2 versus 1. And that's a huge mistake. This guy made a huge mistake, and you let your platoon mate down. Let's stop it right there, because I'm serious, right? This is not fucking rocket science, guys. It's not rocket fucking science. With all respect to you, buddy, you're going to have a great game. But what the fuck are you even thinking now? You're platooned with these guys. You've got 9 kills amongst your platoon. You took your time killing the tiger mouse because you were fidgeting. And now your last platoon mate is fighting the Conway, which is kind of a slow, big, dumb, turreted tank. Mr. Shoe de whatever. Why didn't you just flank around this ridgeline, go behind the Conway while your teammate was fighting him and just take him out? What are you doing? Where are you going? What's the point of your driving around here? You're not detected. You just had to go on the other side of this mound, go around him, and now you're going to do it, I think. Unless, now if he's pointed towards you, you're screwed. But why would you why didn't you just do it? Now now you're spotted. He's ready for you now, right? You got him. You got him, but you did it the fucking hard way. His platoon mate's probably on the team speak there going, where the fuck are you going? He's got 5 kills. He's carrying the team. So let's, shout out to you, buddy. You're having the... But I have to, I'm the backseat driver, and I have to point it out. That, what was the... Oh, no, there's the SPG that's scurrying around in the open at the end of the game, because... Okay, I'm done berating the star of the video, who's actually going to win this game, hopefully. And there's the other SPG. Okay, let's stop right here. One SPG driving in the open. Another SPG parked in the open. How many bushes are on this map? How many bushes and trees are on this map? Seriously. 1,000? Maybe not. 500? Are there 500 bushes and bushes and tree combinations on this map? Are there? Like, is it that fucking hard? These games, it's just... It's not that complicated. It isn't. Now you know where the FV is. The FV knows where he is. He knows that he was over there, and then now he's in the middle of the map and he shot my teammate and he's heading in that direction. So will he be facing the right way? Will he be hiding in a bush waiting for you now? Will he be... Will the FV be sitting in this bush waiting so that right now he could pull the trigger and end the game? No. No, of course not. Why would he be in a bush? Why? I prefer to hide behind the house. Eason from the VTEPS clan, shout out to you. Amazing game. No doubt, guys. Ace the tank. Your platoon carried. Let's sort it properly. Your platoon carried. Did you lose credits? Of course. The only common denominator in these two games is they lost credits. Both the guys deserving of epic victories, not detracting from your victory at all. Not detracting from your victory at all. But seriously, it's not fucking hard. These games are just... Holy shit. Sometimes you just shake your head and you go... Just absolutely clueless, pathetic enemies. That's why these guys had fantastic games. I couldn't have viewed more pathetic enemies. Both those enemy teams deserve to lose. You guys deserve to have the ace tanker and the results you've had. But the enemies, you deserve to lose. You all sucked. It's like not even knowing how to add. If you're trying, I want to be a nuclear astroscientist. So I know I'm going to have to take calculus and some really complicated math, but I haven't quite got the hang of adding and subtracting yet. Like the enemies haven't even got past adding and subtracting. It's brain numbing is what it is. Brain numbing.